Florence in the 15th century, a city buzzing with life, ideas, and ambition. The Italian Renaissance was in full swing, a period of unprecedented cultural and artistic blossoming. At the heart of this fervor was a family whose name would become synonymous with the era, the Medici. This wasn't a family of emperors or kings. No, the Medici were bankers, but their wealth was immense, their influence pervasive, their story captivating. The Medici family's ascent began modestly in the 14th century. They were wool merchants and bankers, gradually expanding their financial empire. Their bank, the Medici Bank, grew to become the largest in Europe, financing trade routes and royal endeavors alike. This financial prowess translated into political power. The Medici, through shrewd alliances and strategic maneuvering, became the de facto rulers of Florence. They understood that true power wasn't just about wealth, it was about influence. They were patrons of the arts, generously supporting artists, architects, and scholars. This patronage wasn't mere vanity. It was a calculated move to enhance their prestige and shape the cultural landscape of Florence. The Medici were masters of perception. They knew that to rule a city as culturally vibrant as Florence, they needed to do more than just govern. They needed to inspire.
That's where GoLogin comes in. GoLogin, the best browser for managing multiple accounts. Whether you're running different profiles for business, social media, or even selling AI-generated designs, GoLogin makes it effortless to keep things organized and running smoothly. You can easily manage your accounts without worrying about being blocked or logged out. Trust me, it's a game changer for anyone serious about working online.
And inspire they did. Their patronage fueled the careers of some of the greatest artistic geniuses the world has ever known. Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, Botticelli, Donatello, these titans of the Renaissance all benefited from Medici support. The Medici weren't just shaping Florence, they were shaping Western civilization itself. Their story is a testament to the power of ambition, the allure of beauty, and the enduring legacy of one remarkable family. The Medici's rise to power was a masterclass in strategy and ambition. They understood the interconnected nature of finance, politics, and culture. Their bank wasn't just a source of wealth, it was a tool of influence. They financed kingdoms and funded expeditions, weaving a web of financial dependence that spread across Europe. The Medici were also adept at navigating the treacherous waters of Florentine politics. They formed alliances, played factions against each other, and used their wealth to sway elections. They were masters of manipulation, but they also understood the importance of popular support. They presented themselves as champions of the people, funding public works and sponsoring festivals. Their patronage of the arts was another stroke of genius. By supporting artists like Donatello and Brunelleschi, they weren't just acquiring beautiful objects. They were associating themselves with the spirit of the Renaissance itself. They were making a statement. The Medici were more than just bankers. They were the patrons of progress, the cultivators of beauty. Their financial acumen provided the foundation, their political maneuvering secured their position, and their patronage of the arts cemented their legacy. The Medici understood that true power lay in the confluence of these forces. They were the architects of their own destiny, shaping Florence and the Renaissance in their own image. The Medici dynasty produced a string of remarkable individuals who left an indelible mark on history. Cosimo de' Medici, the patriarch of the family, was a shrewd businessman and a cunning politician. He laid the foundation for the Medici dynasty, establishing their financial dominance and securing their grip on Florentine politics. Cosimo's grandson, Lorenzo de' Medici, known as Lorenzo the Magnificent, was the epitome of the Renaissance prince. A poet, a politician, and a patron of the arts, Lorenzo elevated Florence to the status of a cultural superpower. He was a friend to Leonardo da Vinci and Botticelli. his court a haven for artists and intellectuals. Lorenzo's death in 1492 marked the beginning of a turbulent period for Florence. The Medici were briefly exiled, but they returned to power in the 16th century. This time, their influence extended beyond Florence, reaching the highest echelons of European power through Catherine de' Medici. Catherine, born in Florence but married into the French royal family, became the Queen of France in 1547. A cunning political operator, she navigated the treacherous world of the French court with remarkable skill. She was a key player in the French Wars of Religion, a period of intense religious and political upheaval. Her story, like those of Cosimo and Lorenzo, is a testament to the Medici ambition and their enduring impact on European history. The Medici legacy is inextricably linked to the flowering of the Renaissance. Their patronage transformed Florence into a crucible of creativity, nurturing the talents of some of the greatest artists in history. The Uffizi Gallery, originally built as offices for the Medici, now houses a treasure trove of Renaissance masterpieces, a testament to the family's enduring impact on art history. Their influence extended beyond painting and sculpture. The Medici were patrons of architecture, commissioning grand palaces and churches that still define the Florentine skyline. The Duomo, with its iconic dome designed by Brunelleschi, stands as a symbol of Medici ambition and the spirit of the Renaissance. The Medici were more than just patrons. They were cultivators of a culture of learning and intellectual curiosity. They founded libraries, collected ancient manuscripts, and supported scholars in their pursuit of knowledge. Their patronage helped to spark a revival of classical learning and fueled the spirit of inquiry that characterized the Renaissance. The Medici story is a complex tapestry of power, ambition, and artistic brilliance. They were ruthless politicians and shrewd businessmen, but they were also visionary patrons who understood the power of art and culture. Their legacy continues to inspire, reminding us of the transformative power of patronage and the enduring allure of the Renaissance.